This the life that I dream of. This the life that I dream of.
Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, I'm Ashley and I hope you're having a productive day. So today I decided to put on my purple wig just for funsies, brighten things up. It's the only way I'm really going to have long hair probably. So this is Ashley with purple hair. So today's video is going to be a series of questions I'm going to answer. Kind of decided to do a getting to know you 3-part series. So this is going to be part 1. There's 99 questions total, so I'm going to answer all 99 questions, but this video is going to answer the first 33 questions. So that's what this video is going to be about today. So stay tuned. Stick around if you want to know more about me. These are just fun questions I found on the internet. Nothing too heavy or too serious. Just little things so that you can learn about me. So, we'll just go ahead and get started. So the first question is, are you an innie or an outie? An innie. Pretty simple question. 2, have you ever written a song? Sort of. So, for my 40th birthday, which was in 2018, my husband said, hey, have you done any poem writing or anything recently with your stuff coming up? And I said, not much, but he got me thinking about it. And he's like, well, maybe you should write a poem about, turning 40 and how you're feeling and whatever. So I did it, shared it with him, and he sent it to my nephew, Info, who I have his YouTube linked in the description box. And he turned it into a song as my birthday present. So they played it on my birthday for me. So I have not intentionally written a song, but I have written something that turned into a song. 3, can you make change for $1 right now? Never. I never, ever, ever have cash. I am a debit card girl. I just never carry cash unless I absolutely have to. So no, I can't make change for $1 right now. I do have a change jar that has a bunch of pennies in it, so maybe I could. But I don't think I would be able to. And I'm not giving up my quarters because I need those for Aldi. 4, have you ever been in the opposite sex's public restroom? Yes. So in high school, I remember doing this a few times. I was in band and we would go a bunch of 16-year-old kids, and we'd be at a restaurant and dare each other. Oh, I dare you to go in the girls' bathroom. No, I dare you to go in the boys' bathroom. And I remember one time it was in McDonald's that we went into the boys' bathroom, and I was like, this is not, I really wasn't a big deal. There was just urinals in there. That's the only thing that's really different. 5, have you ever written a poem? Yes, I've written several poems. Most of my poems are kind of dark. They're not very uplifting. I tend to write poetry when I'm going through hard times. That's when the poetry seems to come to me. So a lot of my poems are when I'm in that kind of mindset. I did also go through a haiku phase where all of my Facebook statuses were haikus for like a couple weeks, maybe a little longer. So those were a little more upbeat and fun. 6, do you like ketchup on or beside your fries? I like ketchup as far away from my fries as it can be. I don't like ketchup at all. I know, unpopular opinion. Maybe even controversial, but I don't like ketchup. I think it's gross. I think it tastes like this weird vinegary sweet thing. It's just not for me. Depending on the fries, I mostly eat them plain. If it's a thicker fry, like a crinkle cut fry, I like it with ranch. But for the most part, I don't eat anything with fries. And I really hate ketchup. Like, I just hate it. The smell of it even gets to me. My husband loves ketchup, and if we have ketchup, he has to clean it up. It's just our rule. 7, have you ever been a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout? I lasted about not long in Girl Scouts. I was a brownie when I was like 5, and I couldn't get into it. It just wasn't for me. I don't know. I was a very shy child. I'm not anymore, but I was a very shy kid when I was that little, and I just didn't like being around new people. And I did not enjoy brownies. I mean, I like the food, but I did not enjoy being a brownie in Girl Scouts. 8, have you ever written a book? I have started about 6 books. I like to create characters in my head, and I think I've got a good idea for a book. And I even one time went as far as I started character profiles. I had like 7 character profiles done. And I couldn't make it go anywhere. I think I don't have the attention span for that kind of thing, like writing a book. I just don't have it. I just don't have the attention span. I thought about writing a book recently. Well, in the past few years, I have a lot of really bad dreams and nightmares, and I was talking to my mom about them, and she said that she felt like I had a book series somewhere in all those nightmares, but I can't seem to put the pen to paper, so to speak, and actually write a book. Number 9, have you ever broken a mirror? I don't know. I don't remember ever breaking a mirror. I mean, I think I did. I mean, I know for sure, like a mirror in a makeup compact. I know I've broken those because I drop those. But I don't know off the top of my head if I've ever broken a mirror. 10, are you superstitious? I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious. That is also alluding to one of my favorite shows. But I'm not really superstitious. I kind of joke around, like I'll say something and knock on wood, or no, don't say that, we're going to jinx it. But no, I don't think I'm really that superstitious about anything. 11, what is your biggest pet peeve? I'm not 100% sure that this is my biggest pet peeve, but something that comes to my mind. I don't like it when people eat really loudly. Like I don't like that. I feel like if I can hear you eating and chomping, it's just too much. I can't think of anything that, like, though, really gets me super riled up. I guess I also don't like it when someone's sharing something or telling a story, and then somebody has to one-up it or interject something completely different from what the discussion was. So that's the only other thing I can think of. 12, do you slurp your drink after it's gone? Yes, I do, especially if it's a good milkshake. I'm going to slurp that, make sure I get every piece of milkshake up from it. But yes, I do. Because sometimes you got to tilt the glass, you got to tilt your cup, use your straw to make sure you got all of that fluid or liquid or milk or whatever it is out of there. 13, have you ever blown bubbles in your milk? I mean, not recently. I mean, not in the past year. I probably did that when I was a kid, but I don't remember for sure. 14, would you rather eat a Big Mac or a Whopper? A Whopper. All the way. We talked earlier about how much I don't like ketchup. There's one thing I hate more than ketchup, and that is Thousand Island dressing or anything similar to it, because I hate pickles more than I hate ketchup. So you combine pickles and ketchup in the same thing, and I'm not going near it. So I definitely prefer, or would prefer, a Whopper. Even if it had ketchup on it, I'd rather just have the Whopper with ketchup than have the Big Mac any day. 15. Have you ever gone skinny dipping? Yes, I have. But it's been a super long time. I was like 19 or 20. I really don't even remember it. 16. Would you ever parachute out of a plane? No. It's not something I'm interested in. Not something I ever thought about doing. Skydiving is not something I thought about doing. I just don't. I'm not necessarily scared of it. It's just not something I would ever do. 17. What's the most daring thing you've ever done? I don't know. I used to do like a lot of dares when I was in high school. It was really hard for me not to take a dare. Apparently, that was something I did. But the most daring thing I've ever done... The most daring thing I've ever done is probably when I started my YouTube channel. Because I feel like that was a big thing to do, to put myself out there on the internet for anybody to see. And it really took a lot of thought and like almost courage for me to post those initial videos. So I'd say that's probably the most daring thing I've ever done. 18. When you are at the grocery store, do you ask for paper or plastic? Paper. I always ask for paper. If they ask me, I ask for paper. So, some things I just don't care. Like yesterday I was at the store and I didn't ask for, I just let them do whatever they were doing because of the stressful time we're in. 19 is a true or false question. You would rather eat steak than pizza. Whoa. That's tough. That really depends on the steak and the pizza. If it's a really crappy steak compared to a really good pizza, I'm going to choose the pizza. But I think I'm always going to choose the steak. If it's a really good steak, if I'm comparing apples to apples. So yes, true, I would rather eat steak than pizza. 20, did you have a baby blanket? No, I never had a baby blanket. I had a teddy bear named Pookie Bear until I was 7. And when we moved, he got lost. And I never saw him again. But no, didn't have a baby blanket. 21. Have you ever tried to cut your own hair? Yes. I think most girls have given ourselves bangs, or I tried to trim my hair once. I don't know, it was quite a while, 10, 12 years ago. Tried to trim the ends once. Epic fail. Don't do that anymore. As much as we all want to cut our hair right now, do not do it. 22. How did that turn out? Well, I've had some really short bangs unintentionally. 23. Have you ever sleepwalked? No, not that I know of. I'm actually not a heavy sleeper. I'm not a light sleeper where I wake up super easily, but I can't sleep through anything. So I've never been a sleepwalker or anything like that. 24. Have you ever had a birthday party at McDonald's? Maybe. I don't remember. When I was a kid, growing up, our town didn't have a McDonald's. The next town over had a McDonald's. And it was super, like, special treat for my dad to bring home McDonald's from work. But it was, I remember going there to eat some, but I don't remember if I ever had a birthday party at that McDonald's. There wasn't a McDonald's in the town I grew up in until I was a teenager. So maybe I could have my 42nd birthday party coming up this year to McDonald's. That would be crazy cool, wouldn't it? 25. Can you flip your eyelids up? I cannot. I remember that trend when I was in high school and everybody was doing that and trying to flip their eyelids up, and I couldn't even bring myself to try. I was worried because I wear contacts. Even in high school, I wore contacts off and on. contacts and glasses. I wore them off and on. And even then, I was worried I'd pop my contact out or I'd hurt my eyes. And it wasn't a matter of being afraid to touch my eyes. It was just, it grossed me out. And I just didn't even want to really try it. 26, are you double jointed? No. I'm very clumsy. It'd be better if I double jointed. I probably wouldn't have broken my thumb when I was 13 when I fell and popped my thumb. But, you know, things happen. 27, if you could be any age, what age would you be? I think I'd be around 25 or 26. I feel like that's a good age where you've kind of started to really learn who you are as a person, but not too young that you can't, that people think you don't have experience at things. And, you know, I think 26 is where I would land. Which is funny because that was question 27. 28. Have you ever gotten gum stuck in your hair? Probably. I don't have any memory of getting gum stuck in my hair and having to cut gum out or anything like that. But I'm definitely a clumsy person and I was a clumsy child. So probably. 29. Do you ride roller coasters? I used to ride them, but I don't really like amusement parks anymore as a thing to do. But I enjoyed roller coasters. 30. What's your favorite carnival ride? Not the Gravitron. That thing makes me sick. It spins in a circle really fast. Probably the Ferris wheel. I like the pace of it, and you get to see so much and see everything. So I really do like the Ferris wheel. What is your dream car? Ooh. This is a tough one. I really like Corvettes. Probably a Corvette. I think they're so pretty. But they go so fast, and I know I couldn't really handle it, but they're really nice to look at. 32. What's my favorite cartoon of all time? South Park. That's my favorite cartoon of all time. Can't believe they're gonna go. They have a contract for at least 26 seasons. It's crazy. And the last question for this video is: have you ever eaten a dog biscuit? No, I have not ever eaten a dog biscuit, but at a job, I did try to prank my team by buying them dog biscuits. So there's a dog biscuit you can get at pet stores that looks just like a chocolate chip cookie. It looks just like Famous Amos chocolate chip cookies. And like the little ones that come in the little yellow bag. And so I was going to a meeting and I was at the pet store buying stuff for my dogs, and I was like, oh, I really want to buy these. I really want to bring these in and tell them they're real cookies and give them each a cookie and watch them eat dog treats and then laugh, and it'd be funny because we were always pranking each other. It was like our thing at that job. We always pranked each other. So I was going to do that, and I ended up talking to my mom, and my mom talked me out of it. So I never actually pulled the prank, but the dogs just got to have little doggy chocolate chip cookies. So, no, I've never tried a dog treat. Don't have any intentions to. I just make sure I buy good ones from companies I trust, and then I don't have to try them to make sure that they're good. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is fun. It's kind of funny and quirky to tell you a little bit about me. So, if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I upload every Monday and every Thursday. And thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a good day. Bye!